Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber today.
Well, it's certainly been an interesting year. And like many of us, maybe you've been drinking more than usual and want to take a break. With Dry Feb, you can.
Why not challenge yourself to go dry in February to help raise funds for the Canadian Cancer Society?
Sign up for Dry Feb, and not only will you be helping people affected by cancer,
you can also reduce your risk of cancer.
Go as dry as you're willing to try this February. Sign up today. It's easier than you think.
Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
It's Jake Moore, sports analyst, back in the On TV studios, letting you know that 705 Sports now has 2 shows a week. We still have the 705 Sports that airs every Friday at noon, but we've expanded to now have a show every Wednesday. 705 Sports Headlines will be a show that is much more condensed, that is very fast-paced, going over the main topics of the week in sports. 705 Sports on Fridays will still cover everything in sports in a full show format. This gives you a chance to really see what's going on in the sports world, whether you have a couple minutes or you got a half an hour. So make sure you join me, Dan Gray, on Fridays and multiple different guests every Wednesday, every Friday at noon, only on TV and Sue Online's Facebook page.
First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes.
Have you been drinking more than usual?
Why not go dry this February? With Dry Feb, you'll
help people affected by cancer.
And you can also reduce your own risk.
Go as dry as you're willing to try. Sign up today. It's easier than you think.
Good morning. Welcome to First Local Mornings.
Is it?
It's Friday.
Is it really a good morning? Have you looked outside lately?
Wow.
Not looking all that pretty out there. Actually, we're under a weather advisory right now for some heavy snow today.
Yes.
Kind of told you about that yesterday.
You did.
But the areas of Agua, Lake Superior Park, Sault Ste. Marie to St.
Yep.
Joe Island, Searchmount, Montreal River, we're all under this weather advisory, and we're looking at another 10 centimeters.
Great.
We'll take a look at the live shot outside right now. That's what you're looking at right now. It's a pretty blustery, snowy day out there, and it's going to stick around
I didn't put on my
most of the day. So I will give you all those details coming up. So there you go.
Well, I am conscious in this moment that when I came to work, I didn't put my windshield cover on because it seemed like it was okay then.
You should have. It's not stopping all day
Nobody
today.
likes I told you so, Craig.
Well, I didn't say I told you so.
Well, you're telling me.
But that's why I'm here, to tell you
All right.
so.
Yes, tell us so.
Okay, so we have more to tell you. I mean, the issues in Ottawa are not going away anytime soon. And yesterday there was another heated exchange in the House of Commons between Candice Bergen, who is the interim Conservative leader for a while. We all know who's going to be replacing her, with the Prime Minister about the vaccine mandate. So we'll just show that clip right now.
Prime Minister, because he's talking about vaccinations. We all support vaccines, and 90%, as he has said, 90% of Canadians have been vaccinated. Is he suggesting that unless 100% of Canadians are vaccinated, he's not even going to consider opening up and lifting restrictions? Is that what he's trying to tell us? 90% is good for us, and I would say other countries in the world who have less vaccine uptake. Is he saying he's not going to do anything until 100% of Canadians are vaccinated? Really?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Speaker, not only are Canadians tired of this pandemic, of the challenges we're facing, but they are also, of course, tired of the restrictions, tired of the rules, tired of the lockdowns. That is understandable. But you know what helps lift restrictions? You know what helps move beyond lockdowns? Vaccinations. When Canadians get vaccinated, including with our vaccine mandates that ensure the federal public service and anyone getting on planes or trains are vaccinated, that has helped move forward, keep Canadians safe, and most importantly, to keep our frontline health workers who've been heroes during this pandemic from being overwhelmed.
So I don't know if he answered the question there.
No, he never
actually,
answers the
he never
question.
answers the question apparently. But yeah, I mean, it's still going on. I don't know what's going to happen. Do you really see the Prime Minister saying, "Oh yeah, we're going to drop all the mandates and we're going to"?
Well, I think it's a tricky situation. He is the leader of the country. He has made some very strong statements saying, you know what, this has to happen before this, this, and this.
And now we're there.
Well, you know, so what does he do? Does he flip-flop? I mean, he doesn't really, from a political perspective, like, I don't really see that he has a choice except to do an about-face. I said months ago that the only way that I think the government could conceivably restore confidence in their leadership would be to say, okay, so we've got the vaccinations. They don't do exactly what we had hoped they would do. Really sorry about that. They still offer something. So if you want it, go get it. If you don't want it, don't get it. You know the risks. It's out there. It's not going anywhere, as you were.
Yeah, I think we're at that point now.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I don't expect the Prime Minister to bow down to the Conservatives or the truckers. So we'll just have to wait and see how that is all going to unfold.
The bow down. Never mind.
Nah.
All right.
Anyway,
big
so
weekend this weekend.
There is a big,
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl weekend.
Valentine's Day on Monday.
Yes.
What are you doing for Valentine's Day?
Well, me and my lady friend, Lily. Lily has 4 paws, by the way. Just in case. We're going to just, have a nice romantic dinner.
Nice. Will you let her eat at the
stay in.
table? Does she have a plate, like a
She has
setting?
a little plate, yeah.
Ah,
She eats
very
what Dad
cute.
eats,
Very
so,
cute.
yeah. You?
Well, yeah.
You won't be in town.
Well, no, I'll be in town.
Oh,
Yeah, I
you
just
won't
won't
be
be
here.
here on Monday. There's a full moon next week.
Yeah.
So, it's a big week to remind everybody that if you're still trying to consider, a Valentine's Day, whatever, for yourself, for somebody significant in your life, Azure Salon and Spa does have a special running, a Valentine's Day special on their hydrofacials.
Oh.
So go to their website or give them a
All
call and investigate that. Yeah.
Good news. Okay. By the way, Jacob will be here on Monday filling in for Heidi, so
Yes.
that'll be a fun
You will
day.
be Heidi free on Monday.
Yes. The part of Heidi is now being played by Jacob. That's
Yes.
Anyway,
Okay.
you have some news, and I'll give you all the weather details that you
Yes,
don't want to hear
the
coming up.
news, the business. Okay, so the business of bringing you the news. All right, so we did have a situation here in-house, and it was significant enough that it warranted an article to address it publicly. So I'm just going to bring that to you now that over the weekend, Sault Police Service was called for assistance to investigate reports from concerned citizens that an individual was offering money on social media for the personal address of one of our team members. Now, the statement goes on to say, we cannot express enough the extent of the gratitude we have for the efforts put forth by the Sault Police Service, who immediately responded and subsequently began an investigation into these reports. Although they have been unable to locate the individual who is responsible, the actions and steps of our law enforcement ensured the safety of a member of our team, and we are extremely appreciative. With that said, as an organization, we will not tolerate what can only be best described as the bounty hunting of one of our employees. Our passionate and devoted team takes great pride in working hard, not to mention tirelessly on a daily basis to bring the communities that we serve the latest news, stories, and other content published on our media platforms. We are aware that some individuals may not always care for the investigative nature of our platform and the issues and topics that we cover. However, it is our responsibility as journalists and reporters to ensure that everyone has the opportunity to inform themselves on such matters as those that are brought to our attention. It has always been the role of journalists and reporters to hold those in politics or public service accountable. Any attempts to harm, bully, or dig into the personal lives of our employees and their families will be defended using every recourse possible, including the involvement of law enforcement. So if anyone has a complaint, you have a concern, a comment about the content that we publish, or a member of our team, you are encouraged to reach out to the management of Superior Media at any time. Our contact information can be found by clicking the hyperlink in this statement on our website at SiouxOnline.com. You can also go through the website. We do have an email, newsroom at SiouxOnline.ca, or yes, .com. Sorry, I always get the .com.ca. But anyway, that email is monitored by at least 5 people. So yeah, so for the full statement, you can feel free to go once again to the website. We've included some information from the Canadian Association of Journalists because they're experiencing, reporters who come under them are experiencing significant challenges, including bullying, harassment, and threats as they attempt to provide adequate coverage of the ongoing scenario in Ottawa. Okay. All right. Now, so we did bring you news a month ago with regards to a family who did lose a family member in a shooting. So we do have an update from the family. So it's been over a month since the shots did ring out on that cold night in January in Jamestown. Police did rush to the scene near the end of Queen Street and found that a woman had been shot. Through the turmoil of the 11 days that followed, the family waited for answers, and although they've gotten some answers in this time, they're still looking for more. Tori Simpson's parents make almost daily posts on her Facebook page and their Facebook page telling Tori how much they love her, wishing her good night, asking her to watch over them. The family in this moment wanted to come forward and continue to put the message out there in the community should someone say something, should someone know something about the tragic event. So their quote, "We still have no more news, but we know that police are on the case, but we want answers to help us properly close the case and are still hopeful for the public's assistance into this unfolding this for our closure." And this is a statement coming from her father. So it's devastating to our everyday life trying to function when we know that she left her mom, dad, and 2 brothers, and we have no clue what happened on that January 5th night. So obviously a family continues to grieve, begging the public for any assistance. Come forward if you have any information, contact the police service or go to Crime Stoppers and make your report anonymously. It is my hope that they will get answers that they are looking for and some closure soon. All right. Sorry, over to Craig. Okay, we will hop over to Craig now for some more depressing news about the snow that's headed our way.
Headed our way, it's right here. We just showed you a live shot outside. It is snowing pretty heavy out there right now. It's going to continue to be like that for most of our day today, thanks to a very well-organized Alberta Clipper. And Alberta Clippers kind of clip right in and they clip right out. This one's going to kind of stall over us for the next 12 hours and give us that heavy dumping of snow. Let's take a look at your 12-hour forecast, or we'll take a look outside first, just to give you a reminder of what it looks like out there. It's pretty snowy out there, and no wind yet. Wind is going to be a factor coming in later on this afternoon into our evening. I'll get to that in your forecast. Now let's take a look at your 12-hour forecast for today. -3 currently. We're heading towards +1, which is actually kind of good news as far as snowpack goes. I'll explain that in just a bit. But those winds could be picking up later on this afternoon as that cold front pushes through and ushers in that colder air. Dropping down to -7 for your evening, but dropping down to -22 to -25 for the overnight period. So we are definitely going to be in a big chill for the weekend. I'll give you more details on that coming up in your 3-day. Heidi.
Well, thanks for that, Craig. I'm not even going to comment on it. Are we going to a break now so I can recover from that? Oh. Okay, so on into the world of our sponsors for some of their words. You will hear from the Chamber, encouraging everybody in this moment to do what you do locally. Everybody needs the support. When we come back, we're going to talk about the city and their new planning for growth. However, Stats Can has some conflicting information. Got our COVID numbers, Jacob and his medal count. So go fill your cup and come on back.
Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber today. Good morning and welcome back. It is Friday, February the 11th, heading into the Super Bowl. You know, we've got a big week next week. My daughter is having a birthday. It's going to be a smoking weekend. All right. So there was, of course, a meeting this past Monday in which city staff were discussing the official plan. And the tone of the conversation was what could be labeled hopeful, as they spoke of projected population growth and making plans to be able to accommodate that. However, Statistics Canada the next day did provide information that the population, on the population numbers from last year's census, and once again it appears that the population in Sault Ste. Marie is shrinking. So during the meeting then, Sault Ste. Marie Director for Planning and Enterprise Services, Don McConnell, explained the many decisions that are made based on the official plan, which is hoped to be approved later this summer. So what he did say is that we are designing our road systems, designing our sewer systems to make sure that we're good at 80,000 and up, that we're good at 100,000 in the next 15 years. We're saying forget about ferrochrome. You know, even if we get no major outside manufacturing companies coming in, other major businesses come here, and based on the aging population and the retirements and the changes to the types of services we're going to require. So he is suggesting then that the population should increase by about 10,000 people over the next 15 years. Despite this, Stats Canada released a portion of the 2021 census yesterday, and it showed that the population of Sault Ste. Marie has actually shrunk by over 1%. So, according to their data, in 2016, the population of Sault Ste. Marie was 73,368 people, and as of Census Day in 2021, it was down to 72,051, which shows a drop of 1.8%. Now, in 2011, our population was 75,141 people, and in 2006, so many numbers. In 2006, 74,948. And then just after the beginning of the century in 2001, we had 74,566. So while not adjusted for inflation, when the Sioux saw its highest population in the past 20 years in 2011, the amount to be raised through taxation, according to historical documents from the city, was just over $111 million. Now, the municipal levy amount in 2021 was just over $118 million. So broken down in 2011, each resident of Sault Ste. Marie was taxed $1,477.22, and in 2021, $1,637.73. And again, this is per citizen in Sault Ste. Marie. So that means then, as a population has shrunk 4.1%, the taxation has gone up over 10% per person. So the current official plan that we are operating of was authored back in 1996, and at that time, they had made this prediction. The community is now faced with a new challenge in its search for community sustainability and the employment of its citizens. Production of the resources that have sustained the community requires fewer and better skilled workers. The steel, paper, and rail industries have restructured and are rationalizing, however, survival on international markets and will require further efficiencies, capital investment, and downsizing. So that plan then also has similar projection, however, in a different context for our city population. So although the number wasn't accurate, the projection was. So yeah, the rest of the article, does go on to include some more facts, but I think I've crammed and crushed enough numbers and dates at you in this moment. So some exciting numbers, though, might be coming out of the Olympics. I got Jacob here in the studio to tell us all about it.
That was a beautiful segue.
Woo!
Just want to add. So
I'm on fire.
Woo! But let's get into this. So the Olympics were on for another day yesterday, and obviously they're going on right now. And we had another pretty busy day. Canada did increase their medal count once again, which that graphic is going to come up on your screen. If you see me on my sports show, I always do my weird hand signals for that. So we have Canada, who picked up another silver medal yesterday. In snowboarding, we have Sweden, who's still sitting up towards the top, but Norway is at the very top with the medal counts. USA's been really climbing the past few days. The Netherlands is still putting in a very strong showing, and Germany really started to stack up the medals yesterday. But getting back to Canada's silver, it was Elliot Gordon who took the silver for snowboarding cross. He told reporters that he didn't even realize that he had won the medal until he was finished his race. He said he was at the Olympics when he was 16 and he had no expectations for himself. This is what he was telling CBC. Over the last few years, he started to gain more confidence and momentum after winning his first World Cup, and now taking this silver is a huge boost for him going home and his confidence. We also had Team Canada's men's team play their first game yesterday, where they took home a 5-1 victory over Germany. Eddie Pasquale really led the charge in net, making 23 saves for the victory. And Eric Odell was really setting the tone with his physicality. Canada really showed that although the NHL is not there, they are still a strong roster with plenty of experience mixed with young talent. We got to see Owen Power playing at this level, and same with Mason McTavish. And then currently, the women's hockey team are playing right now versus Team Sweden in the quarterfinals. Loser goes home. And before I came in here, Team Canada was up 1-0 with a goal from Jenner, assisted by Pounder and Nurse. So let's cheer on our women. Hope they can get this win. And remember, Team Canada men's hockey also plays tonight versus the United States.
Okay. Well, there are a few. I don't know why I always seize on the names, but there are a few names there that caused me to giggle. But well done, ladies. Keep going. And we're going to keep going on into Craig for some more information on the weather.
Thanks very much, Heidi, and I wish I had some better news for ending our week, but we have a lot of snow coming our way today. There is a chance it may not be as bad as what is being forecast, but we'll have to wait and see. This is what's going on. We have that Alberta Clipper. It's well organized. It's a pretty big one, too, and that's sliding right through right now. That's why we're seeing these heavy snow showers. It's this cold front right here that's going to change our temperatures later on tonight. We're just going to see our temperatures drop like a rock when this cold front comes through, and starting to clear us out overnight tonight into our Saturday. But in the meantime, we're looking anywhere from 7 to another 10 centimeters of snow. We've picked up close to 5 centimeters overnight. So yeah, we have another dumping here. We're still under that warm flow, though. It's that when that cold front pushes through, we're going to know it because the winds are going to pick up and we're going to start feeling that cold air. Let's take a look at the satellite and we'll show you exactly what's going on. We have a lot of moisture and a lot of activity pushing right into the Great Lakes right now. The entire area, of course, under the weather advisory, that's going to stay in place until sometime later on tonight. This is the cold air coming in, by the way. For our temperatures, not bad, and this is why we may not see as much snow as what's forecast, because with the warmer temperatures, it's going to keep that snowpack at bay. But to the north, you're cooling down, -9 in Timmins, -6 in Wawa, and we're still on the warm side of this low pressure system, at least for most of our day today, and then we're going to start seeing that colder air come in. This is the 12-hour loop of radar. You can see a lot of activity here, and we're going to just continue to see the snow on and off, sometimes heavy, for most of our day today, right into our evening. So let's just recap with your 3-day forecast today. Winds are going to start picking up also later on this afternoon, blowing that wind or that snow around. Temperatures holding steady at around the freezing mark, so that's not bad. But tomorrow morning, kind of cold, -15. Plenty of sun though, hopefully. We will see that sun, and that sun is going to last into our Sunday. Temperatures, though, still fairly much off the mark at -14. We do see that roller coaster ride coming back, and we also have another huge system we're watching for midweek next week. I'll tell you more about that coming up in the 7-day. Heidi?
Wow, Saturday, I read the words. It said very cold with an exclamation point, so that's when you know it's going to be cold. All right, we will take a break and hear from our sponsors. We've got Superior Adult Learning, inviting everybody to set some adult literacy goals and let them help you reach it. They're also calling for volunteers, so if you're looking to make a difference in the lives of adults who are trying to set goals and reach goals for themselves, do reach out to them. When we come back, we'll talk about some break and enter. We'll talk about an impaired. Of course, got the COVID numbers, got that as well. Factoids, social media. So go fill your cup and come on back.
Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes.
École publique Éco des Rapides, a place where your child can learn, grow, and be happy. Discover why more and more families are choosing École publique Écoute rapide for their child. Register your child January 17th to the 21st at epedr.cspgno.ca. Parce que je vois grand.
Good morning and welcome back to First Local Mornings. We're going to go right into the COVID numbers, just get that business out of the way because I know that's what everybody's dying and waiting and came back to hear about. So yesterday, Algoma Public Health did report 66 new cases, adding 62 numbers to the active tally for a total of 617 active cases locally, with 2 of those reported as being from outside of the Algoma Public Health catch basin. Unfortunately, it is my duty to report that 1 more person has passed as a result of COVID-19 related difficulties. Our condolences to the family, and of course, in this moment, nothing more is being shared out of respect for those who are grieving. 4 more have been added to the list of the resolve. So of the new 66 cases, 53 are located in Sault Ste. Marie and area, 9 are allocated to Central and East Algoma, and there are 3 in North Algoma and 1 in Elliott Lake and area. Now, provincially, so yeah, this is an interesting time, really, provincially speaking, because all of the health indicators are showing improvement in Ontario. Provincial officials are now reviewing the timelines for easing restrictions meant to curb the spread of COVID-19, and this is coming from the province's top doctor. At a news conference yesterday, Chief Medical Officer of Health, Dr. Kieran Moore, said that he is pleased to report that public health indicators in the province are showing an improvement. We can now see that the Omicron peak is behind us, he said. We're in a very good position to reconsider the timelines. Did Justin Trudeau see that? Like, did he listen to that? Moore said the province is examining when additional public health measures, including masking and proof of vaccination policies, might be eased. He said these talks are ongoing and the province will have more to say in the coming days. I bet they will. We will be reviewing the evidence. The evidence is showing that we're making remarkable improvement in all the key metrics in Ontario. So, to that end, Ontario did report 1,897 hospitalizations of people with COVID-19 yesterday, marking the first time that the number has dipped below the 2,000 mark since early January when the Omicron wave ramped up. Health Minister Christine Elliott did say on Twitter Thursday that 56% of those admitted to the hospital were there specifically for treatment for COVID-19, and 44% were admitted for other reasons but then tested positive subsequently. So number of people in the ICU has dropped a little bit from 449 to 445, and it looks good. All right, good. Yeah. All right, so what's that? 1 minute 30 till social media. Well, it feels like a good time to put in a factoid. Nerd that I am. This caught my eye today. So it was on this date, February the 11th in 1938, that the first TV science fiction program aired on the BBC. So this was a 35-minute adaptation of the play R.U.R. The 1920 science fiction play R.U.R. is famous for introducing the word robot into the science fiction lexicon.
Right.
Well, I don't know. You guys start this gesturing.
Well, I was just going to. Are you done? Are you
No,
done
I'm
with
not
your factoid?
done. No,
Okay,
I'm not done.
Complete your factoid.
Oh. No disrespect on a Friday.
I have my own factoid, that's why.
Oh, okay, so the story begins in a factory that makes robots from synthetic organic matter. While happy to work for humans at first, a robot rebellion leads to the extinction of the human race. And RUR, for those of you who want to know, stands for Rossum's Universal Robots. Okay.
Okay.
Well, Craig said he had a factoid.
Okay, well, it's just a fact because I'm a huge fan of Peanuts, the comic strip, right?
Yes.
Charles Schultz, who penned that strip for 50 years, died 22 years ago. 22 years ago already, he died.
Oh.
Tomorrow.
And his work lives on.
Yeah.
Talk about a legacy. Wow.
Best cartoonist ever in the world. So if anyone wants to get me original Peanuts comic strip to hang on my wall.
Did they tell you? Who told him?
Because they're like $35,000. So.
Money is no object where
Yeah.
you're concerned, Craig.
The funny thing is about one of the news stories, we're talking about the population of the Sioux.
Shrinking.
Yeah,
shrinkage.
I find it very odd that Sault Ste. Marie is not bigger than it is because of where we are in the province. We're basically in the middle of Canada, right? And I remember not too long ago, I think it was in the 1980s, when they had one of these studies, forecasting population. They said our population was supposed to be 125,000 in the year 2000.
Oh, well, they were wrong.
So, way off. But I don't understand why. To me, the Sioux should be bigger than Sudbury. It should be like a metropolitan city because of where we are.
But based on what? Because of where we are, that doesn't say anything.
Well, natural resources. We're in the middle of this is something the former mayor Roswell was after.
Okay.
Because we could become a transportation hub.
Oh, I see.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because we're right in the middle of the Great Lakes. We're right in the middle of the country.
Yes,
what
we are.
we don't have is the proper infrastructure for highways, train. Can we get a train here, please? and airlines.
Yes.
So there's something working against the Sioux, I think. I don't know
What
what
could
it
it
is. Some
be?
evil force saying, no, we don't want you growing past 75,000 people. Anyway, evil.
All right,
Anyway,
one more
let's-
factoid of my own. Because it will happen tomorrow, I will shout it out today. My eldest daughter, Sophia Lindian. Yeah, there she. Oh.
I remember when she was born.
She turns 13 tomorrow, which is.
That's an awesome picture.
Thank you. That was at my sister's wedding. So happy birthday, Sophia.
Yeah.
Yeah. My first.
13, you said.
13, my first experience with my heart living outside of my body. So
And the
happy birthday, baby girl.
First time we put a teen on her number, right?
Yeah, well, she's been acting like a teenager for about 20 years now, so okay.
That happens.
All right, well, let's get into social media
Okay.
because Mike is having a conniption. Okay. Jim Whitty, yes.
Fine, I'm nice and calm back here.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. Anyway, Jim Whitty says GFM. Good Friday morning?
Could be.
See, I wanted to swear today on the show,
She
but
did.
I didn't.
She's not lying.
Margaret, so good morning to you, Jim. Happy Friday. Margaret McKeag then does say good morning all. Good morning, Margaret.
Hey, Margaret.
Judy O'Neill, good morning. Hope you both have an amazing weekend. Well, there's apparently going to be a little bit of shoveling involved. So,
Certainly is.
But yeah, still, snow can be pretty.
It'll
Even
be
though,
sunny out at least.
but very cold
But
with
very
an
cold.
exclamation point. Kathy Boren says, ta-da, it's Friday, y'all. Have a great day and an even better weekend and practice safe snow removal. Yes.
Do a little bit at a time. That's what I do.
Okay. Okay, never mind. All right, Joseph Bertrand, happy Super Bowl weekend. Go Bengals. Yeah, what's the other team? Who are they playing? Oh, the Rams. Okay.
Apparently, yeah, I knew that.
Jacob's in there now throwing things around. We both blanked on air. I don't know. I heard there was a football game at the concert. So, Tracy Fay, good day, Hope all have a good one. You too, Tracy. I always like to read your messages. Allie and Ron Rollinson, of course. Allie, usually. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Good
Enika,
morning.
good morning all. Happy Friday and have a fantastic weekend. You too,
Hello
Enika.
there.
Frolicking as you likely are in the Netherlands. Terry Matthews says, good morning all. Good morning, Terry Matthews. Timmy Wood says, happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday to you, Timmy. Thank you for commenting. Debbie Wanamaker, good morning. Good morning to you. Tracy Fay, all that snow, so much for sunbathing. Well, it's going to be sunny, although cold on Saturday.
Yes.
Do what you're going to do. Bradley, good morning. It's Friday, y'all. Good morning to you, Bradley. Bradley, why do scuba divers always fall backwards into the water? Because if they fell forwards, they would land in the boat. That's good. Yeah, I like that one.
Makes sense.
Debbie Wanamaker, he always has to dance around the question. He is just like a fish in the water, just flip-flopping. Yeah, he does have a real gift
To his
for
benefit, though, I mean, what politician doesn't, really?
Well, yeah.
They all skirt the questions, so.
You know who doesn't?
Who?
Pierre Poilievre.
I don't know. I've seen some past
Not
clips on
yet,
him,
anyway.
too.
Not yet, anyway. Give him time. All right, Timmy Wood, are the bridges still blocked? As far as I
we
know,
know,
yeah, as far as I know. Marilyn Dunn, good morning, everyone. Wishing us all positive vibes. Yes.
Hey, Marilyn.
Let's start
Thank
the
you.
weekend on a good note. Okay. Rick Sutherland, good morning, all. Happy Friday. Let's make the best of the day and just keep moving forward. Hope everyone has a great weekend as well. Good advice. Let's just keep moving forward, because really, what opportunity do you have, right? I mean, life goes on. 3 words. It goes on. Okay. Steve Childs with an impressive attempt to break my brain. GFMAHAGW with the sun coming up between the Trexala and the rock and the horns. So good Friday morning, all. Have a great weekend.
Oh, that's so bad.
Nailed it. Yes.
Yeah.
Ann Woods. Maybe a new viewer. I might have seen your name before, but it might just be the Woods that I've seen before. So welcome aboard. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Ann says, Valentine was well done for me. Flames win 5-2 against the Leafs.
Yeah.
Leafs. Happy weekend. Well, yes. Good for you, Ann, and I wish you a nice weekend filled with whatever it is that you like. And you like the Flames beating the Leafs, so fantastic. Debbie Wanamaker, that person needs to be brought to justice. There is no need to threaten anyone or bully anyone for doing their job. Well said, Debbie, and thank you. We take these items very, very seriously. So thank you for commenting. Nancy Norman, a very gifted local artist. I actually have 2 of her pieces. Have you seen her work?
No.
She has a Facebook page. I think it's called In My Eyes, Through My Eyes, but it's beautiful, beautiful work. You should maybe bring her on the show.
Oh, we should,
Yeah, we'll
definitely.
bring you on the show. I'm going to get in contact with you, Nancy Norman. All right, Debbie Wanamaker. Let's hope they get the answers they are looking for. Rest in peace, Tori. Yes, it's a very... Excuse me,
Oops.
allergies. Yeah, very serious and sad situation. Tony Mancuso says, good morning, everyone. TGIF. Have a great weekend. You have a great
We're
Friday.
almost done.
Have a good weekend, Tony. All right. Marilyn Dunn, we all deserve closure for our loved ones, 100%. Agreed. Agreed. I can't imagine anything more terrible. So, Mike Adams, Costa Rica, sunning himself on the beach, drinking fantastic Costa Rican coffee, I've no doubt, fresh fruit, looking at the water.
No snow.
He says, good morning. Yeah, I bet it's a good morning. We got snow, you got sand. All right. Coming to Costa Rica. All right, Margie Ian Goldsboro Heaney, thank you for your great updates. Well, you're welcome. We do our best to keep everybody up to date. Thank you. Jen Buchan, good morning, Sioux Online team. Hope you have an amazing weekend. You
Thank
too,
you.
Jen. You have a great weekend. Mark Jordan. Hello, Mark. Jordan. All right, he says, leave the journalists and the employees alone. Any little peace sign. Yes, thank you, Mark.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. Bradley Evoy, I was going to tell you a joke about tofu, and I'm glad I didn't. It was tasteless.
Yeah.
Where do you... Marilyn Dunn, thank you for adding the needed humor. Yes, Brad, very funny. Tony agrees that, the individual is making threats, needs to be brought to justice. Tori Nicole Below Henderson, good morning to the crew, my family and friends. Have a wonderful, safe weekend. Stay warm with all that snow. Remember to be kind and spread some love. Thank you. Yes, good advice, Tori. Linda Gloria Goulet, nice to see you again. Heidi and Craig, wishing everyone a great Friday.
Thank you.
Nice to hear from you, Linda. Thank you for commenting. Tracy Fay, time flies by, Craig.
Yeah, it certainly does.
Marilyn Dunn, speak it, Craig.
Where do you want me to speak?
I don't know. I'm just reading it.
I got the 7-day coming up.
Mark Jordan. Oh, yay, Soph. Yes. Sophia is 13. That's wild. Okay. Marilyn Dunn, happy birthday, beautiful young girl. Oh, I'm going to have to, she doesn't often watch the show, but I'm going to have to make sure she watches this one. Kathy Boren, sending birthday wishes to Sophia. Happy 13th. Ooh, new viewer. Jerry Jalbert. Jalbert. Which do you prefer? Which is it? European or Canadian? Jalbert.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Morning all. Happy Friday. Yes. Happy Friday. Okay. Bradley Evoy. Happy birthday, Sophia. Thank you. Ooh, a new viewer. Lori Rains Aguano. Watching daily from Texas.
Hi, Texas.
Hey, Texas. Nice. I'd like to know about your connection to the Sioux. What makes you watch? Thank you very much for commenting and for popping in. Let me see. Tracy Faye. Bradley, do you know Merrill? Maybe. Marilyn Dunn. Oh, she was talking about the population in the Sioux.
Oh, I
see. Yes. And Steve Childs popping it in at the last moment under the wire. Happy birthday, young lady. I'll be sure to pass it along. Okay. 7 day
forecast. So, it's not looking all that bad. We have some cold temperatures over the weekend. We try to rebuild our temperatures next week. Look, we got +2 there. But there's a huge system coming in for Wednesday and Thursday. Could see ice, could see rain, and we could see a lot more snow. So we're watching that. There's not a guaranteed yet. Weather tends to change. I don't know if you noticed that. But yeah, we're watching that. But that's in the cards for next Wednesday, Thursday. Sorry.
Well, way to suck the marrow out of the weekend before it even starts, Craig.
Have
awesome.
a great
well done.
weekend.
We are.
Oh, we have to tell you to watch Jacob's sports show at noon today.
That's right.
Right? And then he's got a special show tomorrow on the Super Bowl that will air on Facebook and also available on the site. So
yes,
be watching for that.
That's
Jacob
right.
does an awesome job with sports.
And I will remind you that we are the Sioux's only live local
Yes.
news show. So keep watching, spread the word, like, follow, share, and you know, we'll be back on Monday. Well, I won't be here on Monday, but Jacob will be here on Monday, Craig will be here on Monday, and I'll be back on Tuesday, so have a great weekend.
We'll see you then.
It's Jake Moore, sports analyst, back in the On TV studios, letting you know that 705 Sports now has 2 shows a week. We still have the 705 Sports that airs every Friday at noon, but we've expanded to now have a show every Wednesday. 705 Sports Headlines will be a show that is much more condensed, that is very fast-paced, going over the main topics of the week in sports. 705 Sports on Fridays will still cover everything in sports in a full show format. This gives you a chance to really see what's going on in the sports world, whether you have a couple minutes or you got a half an hour. So make sure you join me, Dan Gray, on Fridays and multiple different guests every Wednesday, every Friday at noon, only on TV and Sioux Online's Facebook page.